So why is SEO a valuable investment for business? Well, there's kind of two sides to this. Firstly, if you build a system on the front end of your business that brings customers in the door, almost ready with their wallet open and their money out, then you've got a much more valuable business. Instead of banging on doors, trying to bring in customers all day, every day, you're actually marketing effectively and bringing customers to you. That can improve the value of a business tremendously. So that's one factor. And the second factor, which is to some extent more important really, is that your competitors, they might be trying to do the same thing, but if you get there first and you earn a good return from SEO, and then you keep raising the bar on them about how competitive it is in the SEO market, if you like, then you build yourself a competitive advantage where you've got the system that makes you money and they have to come and take it off you. And if they can't come and take it off you at a decent pace, then you win, because you're at the top of Google and everybody's using Google more and more and more, so you get more of more and they get less of less. And it's all about competitive advantage. If you can put yourself in that position and dominate your local market or your national market, instead of looking at SEO like a, just another bloody cost that's a pain in the neck, that it's actually a thing that can take your business into a dominant position where it can pay for itself to stay in a dominant position, and your business becomes massively more valuable than it would have done without. And that's really what we see for our successful clients who put a bit of budget into SEO every month consistently. We see that they improve the value of their business tremendously. They're just in a strong position. All right, what is local SEO? All right, nice question. Local SEO is targeting, generally speaking, the maps. So when normal people are searching for things in Google, goods, services, usually services, they'll put the place where they're at in, or they'll start clicking on the map. And so what's happened is Google over time has learned that the map is relevant to these particular search results, so it automatically shows the map. Local SEO targets those kind of keywords and gets your business in front of customers who need you locally, here and now. Why is content a really important part of SEO? Well, in terms of content, the words and the pictures on the page, you've got to think about two audiences. Now, we're not really the kind of agency that go gaming Google's algorithm, but we do at least think about the fact that Google is a robot and it's visiting websites and kind of compressing them down, decomposing them into keywords, into an index. So the keywords that you're trying to rank for, it's useful if they're in the website itself, right? They need to be there. But also the structure of the prose, the way it's written. There have been plenty of algorithms around for a very long time that help computers understand whether the prose is written at an idiot level or something high school or something really quite hardcore, right? Full on university graduate, like PhD stuff. Well, what you really want is content that's somewhere in the middle, something that's easy to understand, simple language, but communicates clearly about the subject at hand. So really, that's a big part of writing and making sure content is done correctly as you address the needs of the robot. But to some extent, more importantly these days, you need to think about the humans, and what works for that robot and done well works for the humans too, because we're really thinking about pleasing people who are searching for certain groups of keywords, and we are talking groups of keywords with particular pages. We want to address that group of keywords and address all the questions that would be in that person's head to make them satisfied when they find the page. And a big part of that is we don't want the person to start reading, be repelled, and leave, because that sends a very strong signal to Google that you're a poor website. It's the last thing we want. Do you have to do SEO forever? Yes. That's the short answer. The long answer is, well, maybe not, but it's up to you. Because in many cases, when we do a white hat SEO campaign, we can, and white hat, I mean the good stuff, no dodgy things. What we're looking for is opportunities to create link assets, stuff that we put in your website that earns the attention of people who have websites. And those people with websites will link to it naturally over time. Now, that's the holy grail, right? You really want to have just cool link assets on the website and people are linked to them. Yeah, but they're hard to build and they cost a lot of money to build, and they take time to put together, and even when you put them together, not everybody will actually link to it. So you kind of need somebody to chase up and say, hey, you used the thing, can you link to it please? You used the resource, can you, whatever. Now, all of that stuff, that takes ongoing effort. Now, by all means, you can do your SEO, get to the top and say, yep, I'm done. And then you just coast and coast and coast and then fall again. Yeah, you could do that. But what you're better off doing, as I mentioned in a previous question, is going up and then using the money you make to hold your position and keep dominating and keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And ultimately, you know, if the answer to the question is, the question is, should I keep doing it? Well, yeah, but only if it's paying for itself. And if it is paying for itself, use the income you get to do other cool things and keep it going. Yeah, had a very British client of mine say, it's like crumpets. Oh yeah, okay, really? Yeah, put butter on crumpets, and when they're really hot, it just goes right through, and you just keep going, and butter, and you just end up with a plate full of butter. Yes, that's kind of true, but it depends what you want. You know, do you want the best outcome where you can dominate your market? Yeah, then you probably should think about it in terms of an accumulation of value in being dominant, and the dominant position gives you more opportunities to do even more stuff.